owner of the Artist's Hand Gallery and the general partner in a group of investors that I led to create the Artist's Hand. In 2012 is when we started putting it together.
We opened the gallery because we wanted local artists to have an opportunity to bring their work to market.
If it's an art product, we probably handle it.
732 Philadelphia Street wasn't always known for its art and coffee. Over the past century, it has been a front for many different businesses. But in 2008, Brian Jones bought the gift shop with the intention of turning it into a gallery. Because of the condition it was in, he had to replace most of the building, leaving only one brick wall, which is still there today, with notes and origami within the bricks.
The Artist's Hand Gallery then is just a great place for people to come downtown, whether you're just looking for a cup of coffee to start your day, a cup of coffee to jumpstart your afternoon, or if you just want to hang out in a beautiful place, this is the place to come.
There are probably 100 working artists in the area. We represent about 50 artists.
When you walk through the door, you're greeted with an array of art pieces from painters, photographers, potters, woodturners, jewelers, and fiber artists. The pieces are constantly rearranged, so you see something new each time you visit. While the majority of the artwork is from non-professionals, there's still a high level of quality to be found within their works and display.
It's key to me that they be local artists. So I ask first if they're Indiana local, and then I ask if they're regionally local. So are they from Westmoreland County, Cambria County, etc.? Are they regional? That's top. There's an unspoken understanding of the level of quality. I want non-professional artists here, but I also want folks who have an understanding that they're selling things to the public. And so their work has to be properly framed, it has to be properly presented. My jewelers all have their own price tags that they've created and their own numbering systems.
Here are just some of the local artists featured around the gallery. Bill Double studied at Temple University, Tyler School of Art, the International School Umbria, Italy, Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, and the Sedona Art Center. His work consists of collages and mixed media, along with colored pencil drawings, pastels, and photography. J.R. Sherburne began his ceramic work in 1974 at Berea College in Kentucky. In the spring of '08, he earned his Master's of Fine Arts in Ceramics from IUP. His art is also featured every time you order an in-house coffee. Betty Hedman has owned and operated the Gallery of Smicksburg Pottery since 1996 and has been an active member of the Craftsmen's Guild of Pittsburgh since 1986. Betty has taught ceramics at the Pittsburgh Center for the Arts and IUP's continuing education. Don Hedman's work is best known for its combination of form and imagery. His influences vary, but many derive from his experiences living and traveling in Africa. Don is a former IUP ceramics professor and has been working with clay for more than 35 years. The Artist's Hand Gallery and Espresso Bar is a place for the community to gather and appreciate local art while enjoying a good old cup of coffee.
There are several ways that we weave the coffee and the artwork together. A lot of them are really simple. The first one is just that the coffee tends to bring people through the door. I mean, art galleries can be a little intimidating, especially in a small town that hasn't really had one before. So just getting that person in for the cup of coffee, getting them to look around, that really helps. Another way we do it is that we look at our coffee as its own little work of art. So like when you pour a latte art or you perfect that drink for somebody that like it's just what they're looking for that day, that helps because coffee really is an art. We also have a resident potter and he makes all of our coffee mugs. So people see the mugs and they think, this is so cool, how do I get one? And we sell a lot of mugs that way.
The Artist's Hand offers a different drink special every day of the week. You can also pay it forward, where you donate money for someone in the future who may have forgotten their wallet or who can't afford a cup of coffee.
We get everything here locally. Well, our artists are local, of course. But also our coffee is from The Commonplace, which started right here in Indiana and now has like 4 or 5 shops in Pittsburgh. And they also have a large roasting facility there. We also get our baked goods from Six Hand Bakery, which is our local French bakery. We're really lucky to work with them. I think it's really cool that we have a French bakery in Indiana, so it's another one of those businesses you wouldn't really expect to be here, but it's really cool that we have them, and we like to support those sorts of endeavors.
The studio creates a comfortable and intimate place for gatherings each Friday night for the community. The first or second Friday of each month is an art opening and public reception to congratulate and meet the artists. The third Friday is an open mic night for amateur musicians to come and perform. The last Friday of the month is literature night, which focuses on poetry and story reading. Be sure to keep a lookout for other events that happen throughout the year, such as the Museum Goes Downtown and the Empty Bowls fundraiser.
Well, this is our 4th annual The University Museum Goes Downtown, and this all started actually with Bill Double making arrangements with Sandy Trimble here at the Artist Hand. But we had been looking for ways to get more of the collection out in front of the public, and we liked the idea of bringing the museum down into the community, and this was the perfect venue for that. This is, as I said, our 4th annual show. The first show was basically selections from the collection. We did not have a particular theme that year. The second show in 2014 was an anniversary exhibit of the signing of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And we had drawings and paintings by African American artists in our collection, and also we had a suite of 9 prints by Ben Shahn, who was an immigrant artist, a WPA artist, who was very socially conscious, and his art reflected his interest in social justice. And he had done a suite of prints on the civil rights movement, commemorating people like Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, and 3 of the, shall we say, civil rights martyrs who had come from the North to help sign up voters in the South. And they were killed during that summer of 1964. And actually, they speculate that their deaths aroused such public sympathy that that was really what helped to get the Civil Rights Act of 1964 signed. Our third show last year was, again, well, we were very fortunate last year to get a number of lovely gifts of art, and so we made that theme recent acquisitions. And it had, again, a selection of media, styles, artists from California, from locally here. And that brings us to our 4th annual show and landscapes from the collection.
From daily specials to various events, this is the place to be. Whether you're looking to fill your home with beautiful artwork or your stomach with delicious coffee, the Artist's Hand Gallery and Espresso Bar is sure to not disappoint.
My name is Marissa Ward, and I am the audio engineer for IUP-TV. For a lot of the videos, what they're doing for the narration is they're recording voiceovers, and I've been helping set up the recording studio and using Cubase to record the narrations. It helps you get a really, really clean sound and a really strong narration for the videos. And it helps keep all the videos very cohesive because it's all the same sound quality. Another fellow intern, Nick, is the guy we've been going to for narrations. He has a great narration voice, so it was definitely very easy to work with him. And because he has such a great narration voice, he's very easy to edit. So if you ever need to piece things together, his voice is so steady that it doesn't sound jumpy or mixed up. It's very smooth. One of the crews went out and set up their own audio, and something was wrong with one of the mics where no matter how quiet you spoke, it was peaking. So when they came back, their audio was extremely harsh, and it sounded almost alien. So we softened it the best we could and got rid of the background audio, and it was pretty salvageable, but it's a little harsh. So there's always issues with in the field audio.
My name is Paul Ritzik, and I do animations for the Swoop, mainly using After Effects. My favorite project to work on throughout this whole internship was probably the Artist's Hand. I love really working with a lot of colors whenever I work inside After Effects. And I was just kind of playing around in After Effects one day, and I learned a new trick and I learned a new effect, and I combined them together to make this kind of color swirl transition that comes on the screen. And it's just a whole like 20 different colors that come across the screen, and it's just something pretty and interesting to look at that comes on the screen, and it's better than just a jump cut or a crossfade or something like that. And it just adds like some flavor, some spice to the project, I guess you would say. And yeah, I would say I also really enjoyed the title intro to that, just making it look like watercolors that are kind of being stroked onto the text. Again, it was colorful. I like working with a lot of colors and things like that. So yeah, that was my favorite project I would say to work on, was the artist's hand.